back here. All right, public comments, we have none. The sheriff, Gerald is standing in for the sheriff tonight.
How y'all doing?
Fine, how you?
All we got is some new hires. You may go through each one of them, so we'll make sure we're matching up.
You can.
I think because we took one off. Anyway, I'll go through them. Keith Avery, part-time. Elua, Sharon,
Eula.
Eula. That handwriting. All right. Christopher Corville. And Anna, I can't read that last name. Fabritas.
If you're reading John's right, and I know you're having a hard time reading it.
Actually, I'm reading Ann's.
Okay.
Oh. Oh, I
And
didn't
it's
say that.
handwritten, it ain't typed.
That the only ones you got, Gerald?
Yes, sir.
4 of them?
Total 4.
Anybody got any questions for Gerald?
No, sir.
All right. Probate judge.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I just have a request for one resolution, but before I discuss the resolution, I did want to give you an update on the proclamation that we did for A.G. Brothers' 50 years of service, the funeral home. We actually recognized them last night and awarded that proclamation to them, and they were very, very excited and very pleased to receive that award. And so I just wanted to thank the commission for allowing us to do that and recognize them. I have a request for a resolution to relocate voting precinct number 270 from the Chilton County Courthouse to an annex building, and that would be effective for the 2026 election cycle. And that is all that I'm asking. The Alabama Code requires that if there is a change in the precinct location, that we have to do that within 6 months, at least 6 months prior to the election being held. And so with that being in mid-May, we should be good in December. So with the courthouse moving to the new courthouse, it actually relocates into a different precinct. And so the precinct the voting precinct that is in this room right here has to be relocated, and it has to stay in this precinct. So anyway, that is the purpose of the resolution, and I appreciate your time.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Is there any question?
Yeah, what about the courthouse out there? Will it turn into another precinct?
No, sir.
No.
No, sir. We already have a precinct for that, a polling place, and that would be the recreation center. And so unless we want to move it from the recreation center
We're good.
to the courthouse.
We're good.
I'm not in favor of that, but if y'all are, we would definitely take a look at it. Yes, sir. Thank you for your time.
All righty. Okay, you handling the revenue commissioners, Miss Sylvia?
Yes, he has sent a letter requesting, the letter of understanding for ICOMP LLC be signed so that they can start the cloud hosting services for the IBM that currently houses their old archived records with Delta Computer Systems.
And I had asked McKeesh, and she said they had this budgeted in reappraisal.
Yes.
Okay. Be a total of 1,000 set up and 400 a month for the first year, be $5,800. All right, any questions on that? Okay, now, Commission Office, Ms. Sylvia.
I'm asking for a budget amendment for that RPS agreement. It should be $176,750. It was divided by 24 instead of 12, and it's for 10 months of the fiscal year. So it's not the 211 whatever.
Okay.
Another budget amendment would be for a hangar payment that was not included in our budget, and if we could add that. The appropriation was there, but the hangar payment was not. Our loan maintenance, we bid that out this time of year and would just like to see if we could contract with them. And I think they agreed to that on a month-to-month until we move to the new courthouse, because we really don't know what that's going to entail yet. So if
Good
we could
idea.
do that on a month-to-month basis with your approval, that'd be great. Earlier this week, I sent you the financials for fiscal year '25. It's unaudited, and by law, we're required to publish that in the newspaper by December 31st. And I had a commissioner visit and ask a couple of questions. Did anybody else have any questions? Then I'll ask that we publish that and have the chairman to sign. The Board of Education, we have, and I think the word, is it compulsory?
Yes, ma'am.
The state code mandates that we provide space, supplies, people, whatever, and their request is for 15. And we did budget for that because of that request.
Chairman, I'm going to ask that that be removed from consent.
Okay?
Okay, all right. No objections. We'll move that out of consent and put that under commission office,
Okay.
regular agenda. That'll be the second bullet point.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Okay,
Oh, wow. Who knew I had so much? And then, of course, because we only have the one meeting this month, we'll have budgeted bills, utility bills, that sort of thing that'll be due before our next meeting in January. So I just ask if you'll approve payment of those budgeted items. Any questions? Do not forget, commission breakfast, Friday morning, 8:30.
all right. Thank you, ma'am. Brings us down to animal control. Christina's not here.
Maybe she didn't get notice of the 5:30. I can, I'll try to cover some of this. Let's see. She's got a new hire down there, Madison Hills, a part-time animal care specialist. Madison Hill is a part-time animal care specialist. Be added to payroll effective December 10. Partnership with Tuskegee University College of Veterinary Medicine and Veterinary Teaching Hospital. You had a document there, it's a couple pages. I think Elmore County and Autauga County utilize their services. They have a schedule of fees. Some of the stuff that they do is free, and then some of the fees are at a discounted rate compared to what we're having to pay at other places. And then remove Nakoma Sweeney from payroll effective immediately, effective Monday, this past Monday. Temporary full-time animal care specialist, we need to post for that position.
All right, any questions on any of that? Okay,
And let me say one more thing about the partnership with Tuskegee. It's a MOA, but I would put it forward for the commission to approve and the chairman to sign pending review of our attorney.
okay.
It's pretty straightforward, but I think that'd be wise.
All right, Chiante DeJarnette, Transit.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Looking for a resolution to approve a new hire. She's currently a temporary worker with us now, but we're moving her to full-time to fill the positions that we ran over a little month ago. Mr. Shea Pasley. And then also looking to hire a new hire part-time operator by the name of Lance Nelson, in both positions, start effectively December the 10th.
All right, I'm short and sweet.
That's it, that's it.
Any questions on any of that?
I got a question for him, but it don't pertain to that, but, your guy that you supposedly, I guess it's the same guy, if not, you got two. But the guy that runs about 70 miles an hour down 49 and takes a left on 59 and goes on down and turns at Floyd Baptist Church. That's the second time last week, I think it was, that I followed him running about. He's got to be running over 70 because I can't catch him at 70. But the next time he does that, I'm going to follow him all the way to where he picks whoever up at, and I'm going to ask that he be terminated.
You said it's a guy?
I don't know if it's a guy or a girl,
Okay,
but they drive entirely too fast.
okay.
So that's all I got.
That's all
All right.
you got.
Okay.
Anybody else? All right, thank you, Keontae.
No problem.
All right, Road Department, Heath Sexton.
All right, thank you, Commission. I'll try to be short and sweet like Keontae. Just a few items here. First one is a new hire request, Mr. Mason Owsley, full-time road worker. Add to the payroll effective December 10th at pay rate shown on the attachment. Second is new hire Demetrius Parker, full-time equipment operator 2, truck driver 4, effective December 10th at pay rate shown on the attachment. And I had been speaking with the Board of Education. They were looking to request possibly some work at one of their facilities, and they needed to submit a formal request, and they haven't been able to do that yet, so I would like to withdraw that from the agenda tonight. And that's all I have. Are there any questions?
All right, no questions, all right,
Thank you.
thanks, sir. Okay. Yes, okay, our attorney has something he'd like to speak on.
You had in your packets a proposed resolution that would approve a mutual agreement between the county, the Public Building Authority of the City of Clanton, and the City of Clanton. The PBA approved it. The city asked for an alternative approach, which was just to do a direct amendment of a property exchange agreement that we had between the PBA, the county, and the city at the time that we did all the paperwork for the new courthouse. The language they proposed called for a 50-50 split of the new roadway that's going to run through the courthouse property, which will be a city street, that it would call for that to be done on a 50-50 split between the county and the city. And they're okay with doing that. I understand they'll be setting that on an agenda, perhaps at a special call meeting here in the next week or so. Commissioner Childress asked why that language would provide for the county and the city to have that 50-50 split when the funding has gone through the PBA, which was a good question. And to answer that, the original language had that responsibility belonging to the county. But because we're now dealing with an amendment, it does make it more confusing out of context.
Okay.
So when you read it with the rest of the agreement. So that language, the PBA, I've worked with their attorney this afternoon, and he is comfortable changing that to say PBA and city, assuming that we still enter into the second agreement between the PBA and the county, which will make it very clear that, the PBA doesn't have its own funding. So either it is funding from the, that's left over from the construction of the courthouse, or the county is responsible. So that is that second agreement. The city will not be a party to that. Hobby Presley did have an opportunity to review that this afternoon on that second agreement and signed off on it. I have not sent the amended version of the first agreement back to the city, but I thought at this point, y'all needed to sign off on it. PBA has signed off on it. It doesn't change the city's responsibility, so they should be fine with that. I'll recirculate that tomorrow, assuming that y'all approve it tonight.
And they did say they were fine with the wording of the resolution you sent over.
That was what was indicated to me this morning.
And we received an email, late this afternoon, or I did, a few of us on that committee. And I think that they're going to put that in front of the council on the 22nd, I think is when they're meeting at.
And they indicated last night they may call a special meeting to do that. But I didn't know the urgency if it needed to do this within the next week or so.
I don't know of any talk about it being that urgent. Have you detected anything on that?
The urgency, as it was explained to me, was that the engineers had expressed a concern about putting the project on hold, like the roadway part of the project on hold until the paperwork was completed. When that was brought to my attention on Friday, it was a stop everything and get this to the city immediately kind of moment, in hopes that they would be able to take it up, excuse me, Monday night. But with all the moving pieces, they didn't feel like they were ready or had enough notice to take it up. I certainly understand that. But I would urge everyone, city included, respectfully, anything that can be done to help continue that project, to keep it moving forward on time. We're trying to keep these pieces moving. And I want the commission to know, I believe we had a document ready Friday that still actually did the exact same thing that now these two documents do. But I want y'all to know, I thought it was important to pivot to eliminate any concerns whatsoever, because I want the city to be comfortable moving forward with the document. So that's where we are.
And I think you made the right call on that myself. But we don't need any snafus because of the wording issue. All right, anybody got any questions, Ben? Okay. All right, thank you, Ben.
Certainly.
Okay, commission reports. Commissioner Billingsley,
No, sir.
Commissioner Bone,
I'm just gonna be asking to suspend the rules and add, to accept a bid on, the Manuka Park new trail on the new property.
okay. All right, anything else?
That's it.
All right, Commissioner Childress? Okay, Commissioner Hall?
No.
Commissioner Headley? No, sir. Commissioner Perkins?
Chairman, if you give me a little leeway, I didn't have this as a new item on our agenda, but I wanted to give a update real fast on, like a chamber update. Just take me a minute. I'm a liaison for the commission to the Chamber of Commerce in here for the county, and all the chambers across the state nominate businesses for Business of the Year in several different categories, and those nominations are then narrowed down to the top 40 and so forth and so on. And in the category of small business with 50 to 100 employees, I wanted to take this opportunity to recognize and congratulate our very own Valley Grand, which won the Alabama Small Business of the Year for their category. And just tell them congratulations, and we appreciate everything they do for the community. That's what I got.
All right, anything else?
That's all.
All right, and I have nothing, so we'll adjourn this work session and meet back at 6:30 for our meeting.